So Eddie, I'm a master at transitions, and I don't believe anyone in the world has ever transitioned from talking about the Bible to talking about Dave Chappelle right afterwards. But there was a skit on Dave Chappelle that was Charlie Murphy's True Hollywood Stories. And does Eddie have any true NFL stories that would make us fall off our chair?
Oh man, oh, God, um, man. I think one that comes to mind was in 2001, two ish, around that time. I was making a transition from becoming an Adidas guy to a brand Jordan guy. And long story short, this was Michael Jordan's 40th birthday party, and he was playing in Washington D.C. at the time. He was with the Wizards, and we come in to get invited to his party. We go to this party. My wife and I, or my girlfriend at the time was my wife now, and we go in and we see a who's who. You know, President Clinton was there, Derek Jeter, Ray Lewis, Jay-Z and Beyonce, of course Michael, Scottie Pippen. I mean, just who's who. Tim Hardaway, actors, musicians, all there to celebrate his 40th. So I was like, man, I'm floored and I'm flabbergasted. I mean, it can't get any better than this. Well, that night, we're all staying at the Four Seasons Hotel. A huge snowstorm comes in, so nobody can leave. We're all snowed in. And it's like, okay, well, what do? You know, I go down to the bar, we get some drink, we see some people just socializing. And I see a couple of the Brand Jordan executives downstairs, and they say, hey, we're going to go over to Michael's spot and go eat and socialize. And why don't you come on up? I'm like, oh, bet, let's go. So I'll go upstairs, and as I approach the door, I hear music, laughter, you know, all this going on, this big buzz happening. Open the door, and I brought Mike a gift. You know, he was a big wine drinker, right? So you got him like 40 bottles of different wines from all over the world. I thought it was a special gift. Like, he's really gonna appreciate this. This is different. So I walk in, I see at least 15 baskets of wine. So I was like, oh man. So it's like, okay, it's like, damn. All right, you're not special. So I walk in, I make a hard right. Charles Oakley was in the kitchen, you know, frying chicken, making macaroni and cheese, yams, greens, just cooking up a storm. I'm like, oh, this is a nice little spread. And to the right, you know, Beyonce sitting there talking to Kelly and having a good time drinking. And then I walk in, and there's this table, this huge long table with all these guys around it. Michael's at the head, Jay-Z's by his side. There's a few other guys around the table, and this big pile of money in the center of the table. Had it been about $5 million in cash, and they're, you know, playing who's who. They're playing poker. They're playing Boo-Ray. They're playing all types of card games. You know, dealer's choice. And I'm like, oh, wow. They say, hey, Ed, you want to get in on this? I'm like, nah, I'm good. I said, nah, I'm going to go to the little boys table and, you know, stick to my $500 game. That one right there is a little bit much for me. And I knew then that, man, that was an amazing story, you know, just to be able to see Jordan and some of the guys that we admire in sports and entertainment all together, just being people, just being individuals. It was a lot of fun.